reason. Have you ever seen one of those cartridge tilting videos? It looked like that. The cartridge was fine, it still worked, but all those save files, gone. And honestly, it's a miracle that I'm still
Alrighty guys, I'm doing Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Right now it's still loading, so it will take a minute. It says waiting for pending operations to complete. Once it's done, I can play a Zelda game that I had on my 3DS when I was growing up. I liked it, did not beat it. My dad beat it, and all I did was free play on it. Like, I didn't do anything with oh, this is weird control. Oh, crud.
Actually wasn't too bad. It's a cute, chibi parody of the game that it's based on, delivering parts of this dark and atmospheric game in a fun and lighthearted tone. I mean, look at Samus here. That's fucking adorable. But when I say parody, it's the Galactic Federation uses a Metroid as a bull before realizing it better fit as a garbage disposal. The Federation calls Samus for help and sends the voicemail. Samus shot sparks to the fucking moon. Samus gets back pain from aiming upwards. I can relate to that one. Samus gets offended.
I just had to stop for that. That brings a lot of memories to me.
Samus shine sparks into his ship and topples it over. Okay, that kind of happens. It's an amusing read for sure. Just don't go in expecting anything groundbreaking.
Okay, I forgot. Can't put my name.
In the comic section of an old newspaper. Now the Nintendo Power tie-in comic, on the other hand,
I'll just put a random thing.
This isn't canon. It begins as a retelling of the game it's based off of. Moderately accurate.
I was about to put my name in.
Samus steals the baby Metroid Samus saves from the previous game. And then
Yeah, I had this and Majora's Mask on my 3DS when I was growing up. I just won't do Majora's Mask since I know I'm not beating that on this.
Recurring theme of this comic, Samus needing to be saved by another intergalactic manly figure. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Perhaps the story of Mother M shouldn't have been that much of a surprise. They made a living Chozo, something that half a year ago I would have told you was impossible to happen in the lore. I think the most unrealistic part of this comic is when some guy with a basic as fuck blaster manages to kill an overgrown Metroid with a single shot. No ice, no missiles, just a big old zappy blaster. Yeah, I'd seen scans from this comic a lot.
This part can't be skipped. It's always kind of slow.
Finally reading it, yeah, this was painful. It's got some really nice drawings though, and I guess as a kid who would really only care about the visuals, I could see little 5-year-old Trev getting some enjoyment from this. Alright folks, we're almost to the main event, but first let's take a quick look at the manual. Don't worry, we're not going to be here for
First, I need to change some settings.
Yeah, we're a little late in the timeline for that, but sure, I'll bite. We learned that the Galactic Federation learned of the Metroid species after scanning over planet SR-388, and learned that when bombarded with
Wait, not
rays,
setting.
a single Metroid
Control.
can asexually reproduce into 2 and then 4. I guess Metroids can both be hatched from eggs and achieve mitosis. That's interesting. The Galactic Feds captured some Metroid specimens.
Wait, I can't move where it's at? This is gonna suck.
Planet of Zebes. Alright, well that's certainly been retconned. We did not go to Zebes back in Metroid Prime 3. They also teased that Metroids were created by an unknown ancient civilization, something that wouldn't be fleshed out properly for some time. We'll get there. This illustrated map of Zebes is pretty
Yeah, this is
cool.
gonna suck if I can't change it.
And a couple more to boot. Criteria, wrecked ship, and
Normally I would have like these buttons down here and this up here. Since I don't use this, you have the joystick here.
like 9 times in the video so far, but it's not like it's for no reason. This title screen is powerful, especially if you have the previous games under your belt. The last Metroid residing in an attacked facility, corpses littered on the floor while a familiar yet eerie track plays in the background.
I'm just pressing random buttons so the second I can skip the dialogue, it will let me. Intro's always slow for this game. Most of you have probably heard of this, but I'm not going to spoil it for those who haven't. And this is on the same website that, or not website, the app that lets me play the other games. It's probably going to be what I play all my games on now instead of just the mobile versions of the Sonic games.
You know the original theme from the first Metroid, right? The one that starts off
Do I have my mic on right now? Yeah, I got my mic on right now.
but then transitions into a more stoic
Okay.
and powerful piece. Yeah, the theme here in Super Metroid never kicks into that hopeful tune that we knew previously. It's all dread. Now, if you wait on the title screen long enough, you can get the demo to start. It's something that's pretty standard for video games, but it's intriguing if you put yourself in the shoes of someone seeing this for the first time. A grappling hook, Samus running at immense speeds, Samus in a pinkish purple suit. Is that supposed to be the various suits in Metroid 1 or something entirely different? Are you telling me that I get to nuke the underwater tube? Why is Samus naked in a ball? Is that supposed to be the healing pod from the Nintendo Power comic? I always have to rebind my controls before I start. I like to set them to something closer to Mega Man X than anything else. I know that's not the ideal way to play, but it's just how I've always done it, and I'm too stubborn to change it. I'll be running the X claw until arthritis kicks in. I never really fuck with the moonwalk, though. It just doesn't work for my playstyle. I'm sure someone out there can make it work. It's just not for me.
The second I can play, I'll start playing.
Newcomers and veterans alike, and let me take you deep into the depths of one of the
I know one of my friends is gonna love this app when I tell him about it. He loves retro games.
That voice never fails to bring me joy. We begin with Samus recounting the previous two.
Alrighty, we can play now.
Metroids were taken by space pirates to planet Zebes, where Samus suits up to
More cutscene yibber-yabbering.
Afterwards, she's sent to planet SR-388 to eradicate the entire Metroid species, with the exception of the single larva by her own decision, which followed Samus like a child. No, hold on, I call bullshit here. Samus couldn't aim diagonally in Metroid 2, so after sparing the infant Metroid, Samus delivers the larva to
Alrighty.
the research station.
This one isn't my favorite Zelda game, but it's the one I have most time on. My favorite is Link Between Worlds. 3DS again. Okay. For me to start playing the game, I need to search around for a sword and a shield. Oh, I can't pick up rocks yet, I forgot. Oh, I know you can.
Baby Metroid from the title screen, broken, destroyed. The worst possible scenario has just become a reality. Alright, whose idea was it to introduce automatic doors to you before the traditional doors? I get it, it makes sense from a lore point of view, but first impressions? I don't know. Maybe it's just to teach you that doors exist, and then later you'll know to shoot them. Though with this omission of doors needing to be shot, there's really nothing here that you
Targeting.
can shoot. The player is left to absorb the atmosphere while digging deeper into the station.
Is there a way to cancel targeting? I don't like it.
Ominously at the opposing end of the station, with the unthinkable happens.
I know where I'm going. It's just kind of weird getting used to the controls for it. Like, I'm supposed to go in this hole, but it's not, like, letting me.
Now, this is a Mega Man X intro stage adjacent fight. You're not supposed to win or lose. The fight will just end abruptly if your health drops below 30, or if you deal enough damage to Ridley to make him run away. If I'm doing a casual playthrough without caring about my end time, I usually go for the latter. I was told at a young age that you could beat Ridley in this opening fight, which made me think that for years you could not just defeat, but kill Ridley and get a secret ending. But nope, that was never the case. Imagine if Ridley didn't catch the baby right there and just let the bastard free. Oh, here he comes! Christ, an escape sequence already? What, did Ridley flip the self-destruct switch at the top of that shaft? Jesus, imagine seeing this as a kid in the 90s.
This is where we get the sword.
And leaning left and right with bursts of steam firing at you from every platform.
The Kokiri sword.
Ridley escapes with the baby Metroid and returning to planet Zebo, with, of course, Samus giving chase. This place. There's no place like home.
Okay.
Hey, remember in Metroid 1 when you start up a grid star to get that
How do I...
music?
Okay, that's how I open it up.
Yeah, what about here? I'm going to shit myself. First
Yes.
we gotta trek down to Classic Torian, the chamber that once housed
Don't
the Mother
close
Brain
it.
of the Metroid army is just as barren as we left it all of those years ago. Though this elevator here connected to Mother Brain's chamber takes us to Classic Birdstar. Alright, don't get me wrong, it's awesome to see this area again. I guess Torian's explosion caused some serious seismic shifts. The path to Cray that we would originally take now takes us to a missile expansion.
Okay, I think we have it equipped now.
Though, of course, the morph
Yep.
is right where it used to be.
Okay, so beat a sword. Oh, crap. Now we can break Tiny Bush.
Oh my god, the face has just turned around. What the fuck?
The boulders only do a quarter heart, so I just don't really care.
Space pirates have been alerted to Samus's presence, sending in their foot soldiers to the broken down chamber. Now these lobstermen, easy. Only a single power beam pellet to completely disintegrate these fuckers. But man, these guys bring so much to the table.
The controller thing's like too big.
Fucking I-beams, they're not tough in the slightest, but wow. And with the pirates reacting to our presence,
No, that's just the whole thing, so.
Okay, I guess. Whatever. Nice to see some wildlife for me to brutally mutilate to refill my resources. Oh, and would you look at that? An in-game map station. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Yeah, this is something that you notice all the way back in Ceres, and I didn't...
Oh wait, I could have put it on 2x speed for the cutscenes. It would have made it so much faster for you. Unless y'all like the cutscenes, I don't. Like, it just... I have ADHD, it's hard for me to pay attention with it.
Alright, so I've got the morph ball. Let me just roll down here, grab the returning morph ball bombs, and head out, right?
Now it's too small. Like, I'm being nitpicky with these, I don't know why.
I remember when I first discovered I could roll under his legs. God damn it, that is so fucking cool.
I think we have enough to buy the shield. Since we need the shield and sword, we already got the sword. We need it to continue since we have some retard blocking our path.
I'm not entirely sure how they thought players would be smart enough to bomb this wall off to the side here, but I mean, it worked.
I don't care.
I guess it worked.
Stop harassing me. You're not Diddy.
Yeah, these ones are immune to our power.
No money. No money.
And your eyes naturally are drawn to this big door to the right here, and the path is silent, unsettling.
No money. Yeah, when I connect my controller to this, I'm gonna have a fun day. Still no money. Bro's rocks are broke. Money. One more money. One more rupee is all I need, then I can go. Yeah, I just need one more. Alrighty, I can buy it now. I don't know where the shop's at. Like, I have not memorized the shop to this day. I just walk into the building. Oh, this shop, okay. Yay. $40? Bro, when I played the, it was 20, and I am not, like, Mandela affecting myself. It was 20.
I'm not gonna lie, as a kid I saw this thing as a single massive creature with a tiny head. This statue contains some kind of supernatural link to our four main bosses. Phantoon, Dragon, our old nemesis Ridley, and the returning Kraid, who we'll be meeting shortly. This statue blocks our path to the pirates' new and improved Tory.
Like, it was 20 when I played it. I don't know how they expect me to get 40. I could barely manage 20. Well, I swear on the 3DS version it was 20.
Welcome to Brinstar 2.0. Still connected to the blue caves we've come to associate with Brinstar, but as we'll see with many of the new regions on Zabibo, features several diverse set pieces and sub-regions. All of the doors in this first area are locked with missile doors. I never had a problem running out of missiles before I could open these up though. However, I usually go for early super missiles here, so... yeah, ain't that some shit. I'm not completely sure how the Mach Ball trick works. A normal Morph Ball movement speed is slower than Samus's running speed. Jumping maintains that speed, but because there's no quick Morph Ball button, you can't exactly preserve it without jumping into the air first. But for whatever godforsaken reason, the speed is only preserved when Samus morphs upon landing. But if you get it right, you can get several items early. Oh yeah, super missiles. These things fuck. One projectile as strong as 5 missiles. Sprinkle on that earthquake effect for good measure.
This area I always get lost in because I always use the technique of the... In the 3DS version, I just used the long shot since it would show the red particle. If it was like glitchy and stuttery, you couldn't go that path. If it just faded through, you could go in it. That bridge is the path you take when you leave here. It's possible to skip it, but I'm just not skilled enough normally. And even with me being like disabled with these controls, like they're preying on my downfall.
Yes, it allows you to charge your beam for extra damage, but see how Samus flashes when you somersault now? That is essentially a one-time use screw attack. Great for enemies with sporadic patterns or jumping into the unknown. You can also do this. That's interesting. I never used this, and Tora refined this idea by making them explode on impact with enemies. Can you imagine that in my first playthrough of Super Metroid that I somehow missed the charge beam and didn't obtain it until facing Fantoon later on?
You need the slingshot or bow and arrow for that. This is where the forest temple's at. You need to take that path and a little extra. This is where you get to Zora's domain through a shortcut. This is another random path. I don't remember. Not that path, I think. Yeah, I don't remember. I think I actually do kind of remember. We go through here. Go through here. Now we're back. I'm actually kind of surprised I remember that.
We're not going to be allowed back in here until we get the wave beam that can shoot through this thing. But to add insult to injury, gonna need to add ice beam to that list too. We're still in Brinstar, by the way. I'm gonna just follow this trend of
that area you can't get to unless you get magic beans when you're an adult or a child.
Look,
I just spoiled the game on accident when I said that. Hopefully no one paid attention to that. Like,
it's not told to you anywhere else in the game, including the manuals. The timing of the wall jump is awkward at first too.
oh dang it. I played this on the Wii U Virtual Console as well, but it was really laggy on that.
Pressing the jump button during the small window allows you to wall jump, and you can just Mega Man X up a single wall once you get the hang of it. It's a magical feeling. And yeah, Spazer Beam is back. I wish I had more to say about it, but it's making my beams piss yellow, and I can't wait for it to be aesthetically gone. Oh, hey, look, it's the pipe from the title screen demo that Samus nukes. We'll be coming back here eventually. Time to take a detour into Norfair. We're only here for a minute.
No.
Just gotta grab the high jump after rolling through this maze with a fucking lava rat. I could totally do this coming section without the high jump, but fuck you. Again, I have no idea how they
This part's a lot easier than what I'm making it out to be. I'm just really bad at controlling with this.
So maybe I'm not giving the devs enough credit. I love the wrecked laboratory look of the place. Shame it doesn't last too long.
This game's easier than what I'm making it out to be. Like, I'm making it out to be like a Souls-like game, but it's really not that hard. I'm just really bad at controlling with a joystick on it. That's why when I record Sonic 1, I suck at it. I have multiple Marble Hill or Marble Zone attempts that have not seen the light of day because I get blocked. I just can't progress because I'm bad at it. I don't know where I'm gonna find another 20 rupees at.
Alright, Trade, I atomized your son. Show yourself, coward.
Because that area that I was trying to get to on that bridge, it gives 5. But since I can't get up there because I'm bad, we're out 5. Grass.
That was just a single super missile. You'll be... Oh, Lord, he's a big motherfucker. Jesus Christ, look at what's going on here. A massive...
Ooh, that's a lot of money.
Lizard stomping around, firing spikes from its stomach.
Don't climb the fence, you idiot. Grab the money.
Fingernails fly around the arena. This is wild for the time. Kraid, on the other hand,
no
is a
money.
total pushover, though. He's only vulnerable in the mouth, which he will open on his own, but can be coaxed into opening his mouth with a quick love tap, indicated by his eyes glowing yellow.
Money.
Kills, Sprite loads into the background
money.
and
I've got money on my mind.
It's an amazing example of Sprite limitations breeding creativity. Time for another baby track story time.
Just pick up the rock. There's no need for it to be this difficult.
His eyes on the same side of his head, rather than him having 3 eyes. The human brain is wild. We're rewarded with a returning Varia suit for our troubles, now orange rather than pink, confirming that purple suit we saw in the demo is something entirely different.
Can you, like, pick up that rock?
I love the way the
nope, okay.
in this orange energy to cover up the sprite and color palette swap. Good stuff. Oh, look, this room is now unlocked. Boy, I sure hope nothing jumps on me and leeches my health away. Cool, thanks. Alright, now that I got the Varia suit, I suppose it's time to... fuck it, I'ma just... This'll make Norfair Norfair a bit easier to navigate. I've beaten this game more times than I can count, and I still get lost in Norfair. I don't know what it is. Perhaps these Proto-X parasites have gotten into my hippocampus. Relax, these are just harmless jelly boys meant to be frozen and turned into platforms. It shouldn't be a surprise that the ice beam
Okay, so just
what was a surprise
heart.
at the time, though, is Hydro Beams now stack. Instead of being forced to return to a point in the game that grants you each beam somewhere on the map, beam upgrades now act as a permanent modifier to Samus's arm.
Wait a second, I got an idea.
I'm not the biggest fan
I
of the
got a
ice beam Samus would
goddamn
fight, though. Every time I hear
plan.
it, I think of strapping young lad.
Then we just exit here.
Did that monster just... Oh, what's this? Another chance to sequence break? Well, don't mind if I... Ow.
Okay, didn't work. I thought it'd work.
For the first time...
Only 8 more. Ain't no way I spent 20 minutes on the intro. What? I'm actually so bad at this game. Like, I'm actually the worst Legend of Zelda player known to man. Breath of the Wild I'm actually good at, just can't record any of it. No capture card. That sucks. It is my favorite game. I have literally 1,000 hours on it, like almost 2,000. But my main save got deleted because I had to transfer it to my new Switch, so all of my DLC is gone.
For the first time in release order history, we get the privilege of having Ice Beam and Wave Beam combined into a single beam. God, that would make the first two games such a fucking breeze. I'm sorry, Mother. Yep, this sure is Norfair, alright. Nice to see these weird bubble egg things returned from the first game. Honestly, I'm surprised it works aesthetically. That fella sure is spinning at an accelerated pace. I wonder what he's hiding. Cheapskate. Now who wants some speed? Wait. Okay, we're good. Alright, so I just hold down.
Don't. Yes, because Sword Rock. That's how you beat. Yes, very smart. Pick up, throw. Pick up, throw. Money! 4 more. That means if I get 1 rupee for every rock I break here, I'm good. Now if I get 1 and 2 rupees. Nope. Oh, okay, I gotta get like... Nope. Oh wait, that actually might... 1. That's all I need. This game's racially motivated. Did you know that? Like... Wait, chest? What's in these chests? Like, I swear to God, if there's like 40 rupees in these. Oh, okay.
Yes, there he is! Infinite sex machine Crocomire!
Open the chest! Like, just walk around and open it. Yes, do that. Oh my, this would have been done so long ago if I found this area. I would have been done with this like 10 minutes ago.
That would run around and was a planned enemy in the game that had to get cancelled. Even Nintendo had to censor the fact that Crocomire flops. Obvious prescription is...
I like vaguely know how to do the first dungeon, so I might not finish it in this recording, but that's alright. But now I can get to the first dungeon within the first 30 minutes. 3DS, I would have been in the first dungeon, probably halfway done with it.
Once you're out, just launch some
Quit.
shots at the peak of your jump. The larger hitbox of the spacer assures that you'll hit him without your shots getting cock-blocked by his throat balls. Not my best Crocomire ever. Oh no. God damn, what a way to go. What's this game rated again? I knew the sex machine could never die. Alright, now give me a minute. Yeah, you're not told this until later. Samus can store the kinetic energy of the speed booster and fucking launch herself.
Now we can continue with the game. We go up to Lil Bro since he's like D1 Crash Out. What's that? You have a Deku field, and what's that? Curious more? Good grief.
Just including this E-Tank, there are some items that require you to know this trick. We'll be seeing some of those later on, but for now...
Now we can continue.
Ow. 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 Hey, Crocomire, I know you're still
That
there,
giant tree, that's the dungeon. He lets us know he has spiders in him, so let me just turn on the speed thing to make this a little faster. And this is the thing at 2 times speed.
Well, that was dramatic. Anyone else think it's weird that an organism that evolves is...
I need to remember to use that during long cutscenes. I don't want to sit through since I've already beat. No, well, I haven't beat it. My dad did. Like, he got it first. Me and my brother both. Wait, no, I got Majora's Mask. My brother got Link Between Worlds, but he let me play it on his account. Or no, on his profile. Not on account. It's a 3DS. What am I yapping about? Oh wait, we're gonna need sticks for one of the puzzles. So we just kill you, steal your organ, which is a stick.
Yeah, well, why the fuck is he set up shop here then? Anyways, this is how we get the grapple beam. Also power bombs.
We need that for a puzzle later. Well, anyways, guys, I'm gonna end part 1 here. Part 2 will be continued tomorrow since I'm tired. That's it.